Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but they from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh, men gon' lie.
It is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the New Orleans Saints. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll toss this right side to Mack. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
This is Harris. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. running with Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Second and inches.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Tackle made.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. On the ground, Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
It's third down and goal to go.
Operating from the gun, Colvin. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Colts, first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mack. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Off play action, it's Minshew. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Colts.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.J. Hawkinson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Colts 7, Saints 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Kamara. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Colvin. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Colvin. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Colvin. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Saints 3.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Not much there, only a yard.
2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Out of the gun is Minshew. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Here's Minshew. And this one's incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw it, Minshew. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
He completes this one to Mack. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
It's a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
13-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. First down, Colvin. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as this.
Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And now it's 3rd down.
Offense tried to get a little slick there and sneak the back out of the backfield and turn him into the primary deep receiver. But it was good coverage defensively, and they were able to break it up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Colvin. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
10 at the 45-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Colvin. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Off the play fake. Colvin. This is complete to Michael Thomas. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
2 minutes to play in this 1st half. 7-3 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Out is the kickoff half unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Will Parks. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Operating from the gun, Colvin. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But now... it's third down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Good. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Colvin. And he fires one, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
This is going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Looking long for Thomas. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, Colvin. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. Leads to 2nd and goal.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
33-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Here's Harris to return it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Deontay Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Colvin gets this to his standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now Kamara. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Colvin. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Kamara.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 3rd and 2, Colvin. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
A man who's been busy this afternoon is Kamara again. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They run it again with Kamara. He's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 25. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Play action. Colvin. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd down. Colvin. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. James Washington, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. They'll turn to Kamara. They'll try to run it here. And he is going to lose yardage here.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll go again here with Mack. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Minshew. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a carry from Mack. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Minshew sets to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. The 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. 7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 1st down. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
On play action, they'll throw. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 16. And they finally put him into this return. Before he's all the way down to the 37. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Down at the 33.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, Colvin. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To throw on 3rd down, Colvin. Ebron caught left side. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Running with Kamara. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Second down, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
8-yard pickup. First down, Colts.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And the Saints pressure gets him. 1 down for a sack. B.J. Hill able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Minshew taking a shot for Samuel. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Again, it's Kamara. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
So instead instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Puts it up at Will Parks. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Bart, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And they take a knee.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And they will take a knee here. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time.
It's a foot race. 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Deebo Samuel, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Now, let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15... the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to what we live and kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Oh, this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They go play action here on first down. That's caught at the 3. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Smith catches left side. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. And it was the Titans who were able to take home the victory there. A win, if they can get it, would be their first on the year. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Colvin. His throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again, Colvin. Got an open man, it's Washington. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards there, 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on 1st down, Colvin. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. From the gun, Colvin keeps himself upright. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. And one of the whistles for a timeout.
15-yard line.
So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman, and he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Colvin. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Saints, the win moves them to 3-9 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from.
climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did you let it go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here to detect my buzz. Need Sprite here to detect my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it?